Hi, thanks for joining in. My name is Stefan Maar. I'm a specialist to treat trauma-related, war-related PTSD. And today we're talking about triggers. Triggers for, what do you think about triggers, Bill?
I don't know. I really hate that word trigger.
Yeah. It's not very charming, is it?
Well, no, it's just so in this new world where everybody has PTSD and everybody has depression, everybody has anxiety.
Yeah.
The trigger thing is, what's your trigger? It's more, how much can you take, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like one single thing that's from myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Other people are different, but for me, it's not one single thing where I say, if this happens, then I'm quote unquote triggered.
Yeah.
It's kind of the piling on of stuff. It's the daily constant threat assessment type stuff, constant risk stuff, constant
Could you give an example, please?
Like we're in Germany, right?
Yeah.
So we have a lot of migration things going on in Germany. We have a lot of Muslim people coming from other countries. Doesn't feel great.
Very sensitive topic for everybody.
For everybody,
or for a lot of people.
Yeah, and you can't, teach their own.
But if you're in the Middle East, I suppose you have a different approach to that, right?
Look, the bottom line is if I go to a Middle Eastern country, I'm expected to do their traditions, right? They come to our country, we're expected to do their traditions.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go off of that a little bit. I don't want to go offline, but the thing is that makes it difficult over here, specifically because I spent a year fighting against Muslims and Arabs, and now they're in the country that's supposed to be, safe, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so working around that, then the public stuff, walking down streets that, honestly, there's streets in Germany that you walk down and you don't know if you're in Iraq or if you're in Germany, because all the streets are with squiggles and all the streets are with people in, with long beards and tan skin. We'll call it that way. So it's a constant, right? It's a pile up, and so it's not like there's one thing that triggers it.
Yeah.
But it's more like the straw that broke the camel's back, right?
Yeah.
And so and then when that happens, then it's like, how do you react? How can you react, right? There's the mask portion that I talked about before about, you're wearing a mask, you got to act a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
But that only helps so much, right?
Yeah.
So then it goes into, like myself, I just decided it's easier for me to just stay in my hometown.
Mm-hmm.
I stay at home. I don't go out to the cities if I don't have to. I travel for work. That's where I'm wearing the mask. I'm doing my stuff, but I work. I go to my hotel, right? For here, I go to work. I stay home. So I close myself off from those situations to reduce it. But the triggering, it's panic attacks. It could be a fit of rage. It could be depression, where something happens and then next thing you know, I'm in a 3-week depression spot where, I'm in the dark, right? And it doesn't matter, that's usually when I'm canceling appointments with you.
Yeah, unfortunately that happens. Maybe that's would be another interesting topic for another video. Being able to go to appointments when you don't feel well, when you had a rough week, when you had a bad day, and we'll make a video, I think, for our audience as the next project. And for all those out there who are sensitive in politics or similar, these statements are not to be meant politics orientated or anything, yet a war-related post-traumatic situation, in that sense that military personnel has spent time in the Middle East or in Muslim countries, cannot be, let's say, find the right words, it's not something you choose to feel when you walk through a big German city nowadays, downtown, and you meet other people from the Middle East, or at least people that look like it. And
Right. Bottom line is if you got chased by a dog every day for a year, you'd be afraid of dogs.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I got the metaphoric comparison. thank you for these open words that not everybody will like. I'm sorry about that if that is the case, but I think it's an important thing that American veterans in Germany, that work in Germany, that have their families in Germany, should be able to say that because it triggers certain emotions that are related to the event. Thanks for joining in and watching. Please come back. Next time, we'll talk about interesting aspects of how to treat PTSD symptoms, expositions, and similar. Thank you.